Hmm. All right. We're going to see if 1080 streaming is going to work. This laptop usually freaks out, but we're going to give it a shot. Give it a shot. Oh yeah, you guys weren't here for uh earlier. I was making fun of the music that I had chosen, and in the music there's this voice in the background that keeps saying chill with me, and it's kind of creepy in some ways. It's like chill with me. I don't know. You'll see eventually. I meant to grab a drink before I started, but I forgot. Anyway, let me kick the music up. It's over here. There we go. A little bit of that. Huh? Chill with me. It's like a horror movie where they're gonna kill you, and it's the whole I don't know. It's got some creepy vibe to it. It is relaxing though. Apologies. My setup is in the move, so kinda don't have everything lined up. Uh, yeah, no line, and my lights are a mess. So, guess you got a deal. I should probably open YouTube since I missed the comments on it. So, chill with me. If you haven't heard it yet, it's coming. I feel a little disheveled. It's been a long day. Let's take a look. What's going on? But ah, that guy wasn't tightened. Woo! Let's see what's going on. I'm sorry, but this whole setup, like literally. Oh man, what did I do here? Christ. Woo! I'm telling you. This was an impromptu. I got wires hanging on other wires. This was like an impromptu, quick stream work related and bleh. Not sure what happened. Anyway, are we even close to straight or am I in an angle? I can't tell. Anyway, See? Chill with me. It's fucking creepy. Let's see, popping on Twitter. So yeah, Elon Musk added me to their list, BTC and ETH giveaway. That seems legit. You guys are jealous, I bet, right? Nobody invited you. I got invited. Haha. Chill with me. Chill. I think it's hilarious. Ah. Let's see what else is cracking. See what the markets look like. A little bit of red. Solana up though. Interesting. Alright, well, I haven't dropped any frames, so that's impressive. So anyway, I'm going back over. This doesn't work. I just don't know what else to do. So, yeah. This graph worked for me. This is it right here. I used /GraphLink instead of GLQ. And bam! Worked on the first shot. I'm not sure. You know, these streams just aren't the same when you don't have Alex. I need somebody to talk to. I should just open up a JITS room and let anyone come in on stream. I'm not set up for it. Sorry. It's too bad. chill with me forever. It's creepy, right? Decisions. Do I go out? Do I stay home? Kind of a weird time on Sunday to stream. This makeshift table not working. I need a whole new setup for streaming. Everything is in shambles at the moment. Also, my headphones are too loud. Camera's just like weird angle. I don't know. Anybody out there mining for anything these days? What's on people's list for mining? There are still a few profitable CPU mining coins out there if you look. And don't forget that when ETH 2.0 comes out, what a joke. At some point, those miners are going to need to go and mine something else. What are they going to move on to? I don't know the answer to that yet. I would love to know the answer to that, because I would love to be buying it ahead of time. Because it's going to pop, right? Like, are they all going to just spread out into a bunch of different coins? Or are we, all gonna just pile on to the new mining coin? Like, maybe we should just make a coin that is literally, the point of the coin is what to do with your ETH mining rig after ETH 2.0. And there's no use, there's no utility. It's literally just a coin to mine to make money. I mean, isn't that what most of them are anyway? So I like this idea. I really do. It's actually a great idea. Mm, well, I started a stream to see who would join. Figured maybe we'd have some of the regulars, but I don't, it's Sunday. Um, I have no idea what time it is in the Brazils and the overseas where all my real supporters are. I mean, the amount of love I get from out of this country is amazing. So America needs to step it up. America, book, yeah. But you know about that. Alright, I'm done. I'll come stream later. I just wanted to test this out and see if I could actually pull this off without having to, take everything out and set it all back up again. It's just, I don't think I'm ready to get this whole streaming setup ready. It's getting there, though. Soon. I'm telling you, I'm gonna write a movie, and that's gonna be the plot line of the creepy, like Stephen King girl in the hallway. Chill with me. Please, forever. Chill with me. Oh, and I didn't grab a drink. Hello, Jerry. Good night. Everson, nice of you to join. Good evening to you as well. I was just commenting on my in shambles setup. And the creepy music. It really is. Chill with me. Oh, yeah, it's a good view. I like this. Chill with me forever. Forever and ever. See? Listen to that. It's creepy. Watch. I backed it up. Back it up. Chill with me. Chill with me. Yeah, creepy. Chill with me forever and ever. Never let you go, my precious. I make myself laugh, so don't care if you're great dev. Woo! Love it. Good evening to my Brazilian friends out there. It's nice to see you. I have no idea. What time is it over there? It is 18:16 here on the East Coast. I was gonna do some graphs because somebody in the in the chat was saying they're having problems with the Telegram graph, but I fired it up out of the app. I did the app. I literally just clicked on this guy and fired up a new one. It said edit on IDE. I stuck my Telegram API key in there, and it worked on the first try. So I don't know what else I can do to help support the person who's having some troubles here. You know, my guess is, and it's very possible, is that the bot father does give out bad keys. And I've found that regenerating my bot father key a lot of times does fix that issue. Oh boy. Everybody's going to be piling in now. That just got posted in the group. I didn't post it because I wasn't going to keep streaming, but I guess maybe I have to stick around for a little bit. Hello to you. Yes. All right. Hang on. I want to grab Greg Singer too. You guys are insane. I really would like to grab a refill of my beverage before I continue. I wasn't planning on streaming, but now that you're all piling in, I feel obligated to keep going. So, hang on. Uno momento. I'm going to see if I can get out of this mess of wires that I've quickly tried to unbox and set up. And, oh god, it didn't work. I made a mess. Ugh. Right, informal poll time. No, I'm not even kidding. I have to like climb underneath this whole setup that I rigged. Look at this. This is not any way to do streaming. This does not work at all. This is a mess. I don't even know what I got going on. One of my lights is back there. I can't use it because it's like in my face. This one's over here and it keeps falling and it's like, meh. This is just not really set up yet to be streaming. If you had to choose, now understand that, you know, I understand that neither would be some people's pick, but if you had to choose between Sprite and 7-Up, which one would you choose? You have to choose one. You can't just say neither. You're basically given the option. You know, you don't want to be rude. You've just been invited to somebody's house and they that's all they have to drink and they're giving you the option to pick one, which would be weird that they would have both of those and nothing else, but what would you pick? Sprite or 7-Up? Can you tell the difference between the two of them? These are valid things that I need to know about. Do you guys in Brazil even have Sprite 7-Up? Or is there a local beverage that is more similar to that in terms of the clear lemon limey? I'm also hungry too. I didn't eat dinner yet. This whole setup is fucked. It literally is. I like this with the light like that. It's nice. It's got a good effect to it. Really, no thoughts on the 7-Up Sprite debate. Not even from YouTube. Alright. I feel like that was one of the worst polls I've ever done. I feel like people would have an opinion on that. I think they're both horrible. I mean, that's my take on it. But sometimes you entertain and you buy things and have them in your house that are not things that you would normally buy. And then you have them, and then they're left over, and then you're not just going to throw them out. So you have to drink them or eat them. And that is why I'm drinking Sprite. I think it was Sprite. I don't remember for the Sprite or 7-Up now. It was Sprite. It was Sprite. And I'm eating almonds. Not something I normally do, but they are good. I need to eat these and get them out from in front of me, because if I don't, I'm just going to keep pecking at them. So I'm going to shove them all in my mouth really quickly and get rid of them, because otherwise I'm going to just keep eating. Okay. Headphones. Nice. So, one thing I feel like not enough people realize is which connectors or blocks, I should say, fire first. Crunchy. So basically, this was done intentionally, but I don't think it was ever explained properly. See, these first blocks that are this color are considered entry points. And what they mean is they can be the beginning of a graph because they trigger some event that happens. And they really should be on this side because connectors or anything in blue like this actually will happen before the graph, because you need the connector to actually make your connection to whatever blockchain or API you're working on. And without it, the rest of the graph wouldn't function. So For instance, like if you were to take this and do print, print, print. Or come out of this a connector right here and hit a print message. I don't know if it's going to care that I don't connect that connection to anything. You know what? I guess I can just stick it right there for now. That actually is a really good example because you're going to see both the connector and the on Ethereum block too. We'll skip this one for now. And then this is the on graph start, which in theory should fire second because it is in this color on there. Gotta love doing demos live. This all could go to hell. Yeah, so you can see first, second. So I realize this needs to be explained better and there needs to be some documentation for this, but the order of which blocks will, you know, even though this is the on graph start block, it's really not. It's actually, it's on the graph once it's fully ready and it actually is starting, because there are things that can happen technically like connectors. Now I didn't convert this block, so it's going to be spitting out weird things. It needed to be done like that to give it some actual data. But right, so you can see that there is a logical order to how things go, and like I said, that I don't think has been made clear in the documentation. Also, you can cheat on the Ethereum connector, and by not supplying a URL and a socket URL for the WebSocket, you will use the built-in API that we have already set up for you. I had to stop that. That didn't actually start. There we go for a second. Yeah, and that's another thing too. Like, honestly, when I'm building my graphs, I have print statements all over the place in my graph. And then when I get done with them, I pull them out. But there's a lot of times where I will literally put a print statement in. I have to turn my headset down. I'm sure you can probably hear the echo. It's like ridiculous. Where's my mic? Don't do monitor, just do monitor off. All right, cool. That's still working. Much better. You know, I will put print statements between blocks all the time that are not necessarily ones that are going to stay there when the graph is running and is live. But, you know, often you can start a graph and then you're like confused as to why something's not working. And you think it's at this part of the graph, but it's actually at a different part. And the easiest way to see which parts of the graph is loading and how far it's getting through your logic is to use print statements to dump out, you know, either the data that you're working with. You know, like let's say you're working with some data and you're trying to clean up some decimal points. Dumping out the data before and after it to just see if what you're doing is correct, can be really helpful. Yeah. Good stuff. So there is another type of node that Yeah, no, there's entry points and there are connectors. I think that's the only two that there are. Um, yeah, that's an entry point is when you request the API. That's an entry point for get last node, pair update. Yeah, so the orange ones are triggered like on user tweet. So that gets set up by a connector, your Twitter connector, which starts before anything else, and then this is triggered each time it happens. Same thing as how on graph start is triggered each time your start of the graph does happen. So I think that pretty much does cover all of the connectors because everything is going to be in this orange or that blue. And I think the biggest thing you need to know is when these kick off. So either scan as a connector, it's in blue. Reds are deploys. This needs to be listed somewhere, not going to lie. You know, and also the wording too was we tried to follow a similar wording of the on being an event. So on Binance Smart Chain block is an event, and getting something is generally requesting data. A lot of times needs a connector, so it's get. You're going to fetch out to something. You know, and deploy, create are going to be these kind of blocks. Yeah, I think that some of the names might need to be cleaned up a little bit, but that is more or less the naming schema that has been used throughout to name blocks and make them in a logical order for people in terms of which one's which. Could be a little bit better, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I mean, most blocks are a get, a connector, or an on. Gets are fetching data, ons are events that get triggered by something, and connectors are connecting to something. Yeah, like it's weird for Live Coin Watch. I use the word fetch for these because that was the way that they worded it, or somewhere it was already worded that way, and then that's how it got used that way. Right, and then all your basic blocks are up here, which is the arrays, base conditions like decimals and branches and CSV and data, and these are all functions basically is what they are. Adding, dividing, multiplying, rounding, percentages, strings, storage, JSON. You know, that's where you end up there. Let me stop this graph. There's no point in keeping this running. Any questions, class? Ugh. Everything is just like, ugh. Do what I want you to do. Damn, chat is awfully quiet in Twitch for some reason. Y'all guys are all very quiet. You know, and you can see that example here of here a Telegram bot connector. If you were to put a string output here before it sets this variable, you would see this firing off first. And basically this graph doesn't need a start, but you could have one. You could have a start that fires off every time the graph is started from scratch if you wanted to. But the entry point technically for this graph is when there's a Telegram message is your entry point. So that is why those blocks are those two colors and everything else isn't. So again, like here, this Ethereum connector, even though it's well, you know, 4 or 5 deep into this graph, this Ethereum connector will attempt to establish the connection before the graph starts getting to an entry point. It'll connect in the beginning just like the Telegram block will, so that it is ready to work when you get to a spot that uses it. But again, same difference. See, send Telegram, even though it's an action like that where it's actually doing something, it's still in this color because it's not an event. It is something that you are triggering by calling it, and it fires off on demand when you need it, unlike a connector which needs to be connected, or a external event like a Telegram message. Yeah. Documentation. It's on the list of things that need to get done. But y'all need a blockchain and some other stuff done first. There's lots of announcements in the works. I don't want to ruin anything, but there are a few more announcements that still need to be made. These announcements that have happened so far have been difficult to get released because we can't announce a partnership with a partner who isn't ready to announce it yet. And that's frustrating because you guys are asking for announcements and we have announcements ready to go. But until all the stuff on the back end gets situated, it's impossible to make those announcements. So, yeah, some more announcements are coming. There's lots more blocks to the graphs I would like to add. Lots of cool things coming with some of our existing partners. I have some really cool ideas for some stuff that I don't know if we've ever even talked about. I think we've mentioned some things, some like, whoa, it'd be cool if you could make a graph that did this, in chat months ago. I do have some ideas on that. But those are kind of my fun to do tasks that I do when I'm not working. I'm working when I'm not working is basically what I'm saying. That's pretty much it. So for the person who is having issues with their graph for the Telegram bot, I did want to check that in YouTube. Hold on, let me hit that up real quick.
Premium Droplets takes advantage of some of the newest Intel and AMD CPUs.
Yeah, that's this one, right? This new one.
How to build a crypto token with no coding on the Ethereum blockchain?
Let's see what this says.
Let's first head to the GraphLink dashboard interface. There you will gain access to GraphLink's dashboard, where you can connect your MetaMask wallet to the dashboard. Once the wallet is connected, GraphLink's template wizard will appear. From the sidebar, go to Wallets and create a new managed wallet on GraphLink. Ideally, you want to name this something relevant to your project. A pop-up with your wallet key will appear. Caution, be sure to save it someplace safe as it won't be available.
Write that key down. Go check to make sure there's money in there.
Setting up our wallet, head back to home and name your graph in the template wizard.
You actually don't need a wallet
provides a
to do this.
Templates to choose from. But for this tutorial, we will select deploy.
Never mind. For this one, you're going to need it because that was deploying a token. I was looking for Yeah, here we go.
By the
Is this Barut who does this
this
one?
video tutorial,
He has
we
such a
will
great voice. Listen to this voice. So relaxing.
Telegram group chat so we can receive live updates of the GLQ token. Welcome in, guys and gals. So the first thing that we want to do is download Telegram. And since I'm going to be using my iPhone, I'm going to be downloading Telegram from the App Store. If you want to download Telegram for any of your other devices, you can do so by going to telegram.org. Okay, let's go to our iPhones, go to the App Store, type in Telegram, go created a new group. Now go.
I think we all know how to do this part, right?
Father. That is @ Father mess
Yeah,
bots and
Botfather.
names that bot. Now we get to name our bot.
One of the things I noticed too that I think Telegram changed on us and I was unaware of is they changed when you create a group, the privacy setting to it. And I think you have to enable the privacy mode in your group. You have to toggle it back to being public so that your bot can actually catch the chats that are going by. I don't know if he does that.
Type in a name for it. Username to call. Have any speaking a new bot. Now below here is because it's blacked out right now. Because ID email. Sure / and hit enable. Head back over to the group that we just top right corner. Go to interface. Log into your wallet. And if
He
you don't
totally
know how
could
to
have
do
just
that,
put his
click on the tutorial video on how to connect your MetaMask wallet to GraphLink's ID.
he could have totally just shown that screen and then deleted the bot afterwards.
By the way, guys, at the time of this recording, GraphLink is not charging for their services. Everything is currently free. This is the dashboard interface.
Whoa, it's the old
all the graphs that are
dashboard.
connected to your account. So you
Look
can
at that
access them.
throwback.
We'll get more into this in another tutorial. But for now, click on Make a Graph at the top left corner. Now these are all the current templates that have been made by the GraphLink developers. A lot more templates are underway, but for now, click on the template at the bottom that is labeled Bot Telegram Giving Live Price from Uniswap. Click on to Go to IDE. Excellent, guys. We are now in GraphLink's IDE. I know, there's a lot going on. But real quick, let's make sure that you're logged in. At the top right corner, you'll know if you're logged in if you see your wallet's address. If so, you're good. If not, tap on to connect to wallet. Now while using your mouse, right mouse click and hold so that you can move around in the IDE. Try not to mess around with any of the text or blocks that are currently in the IDE. You can mess up a connection with your graph. Just simply look around. To briefly explain what's going on, you're seeing a bunch of blocks on the IDE that are connected together, retrieving data from Uniswap, CoinGecko, and Etherscan. All of the collected data gets sent to your Telegram bot. I know it's overwhelming, but trust me, it's actually very intuitive, a lot easier to understand, and a less of an eyesore than regular code. Okay, let's
Speak for
hold our
yourself
right mouse
about your
click
code.
and move
My code's
down
beautiful.
to the bottom left corner to where it says Telegram bot. This right here is essentially your Telegram bot, and over to the left where it says string and underneath it says value, you'll see an empty text box with 3 imaginary dots. Go ahead and paste the API token.
Those dots aren't imaginary. I see them.
So hit Control V. Now move your mouse to the top left corner and hover over execution. Click on launch. Now our graph is processing. You'll know if everything has worked properly if you don't receive any red error message at the bottom right corner of the terminal. Okay, perfect. Everything has worked and our graph is now live. Excellent. We can actually verify to see if our graph is live if we go back to the dashboard interface. Now, you could go back to the home page and tap on interface, or you could tap right here where it says documentation.
Yeah, this was a weird
then
one that he
parallel
go this
of
way.
dashboard interface is the link app.graphlink.io. Click that. Log back in if you need
We
to.
clearly need to make a new video for how to do this because this is really old.
Click on graphs, and yup, we're live. You can see the green dot here, which means it's running. Okay, now for the fun part. Let's go back into our newly created group in Telegram. Now type in \GLQ. And voila, a live price update of the GLQ token, powered by GraphLink. Amazing, isn't it? Okay, well that concludes our tutorial, but real quick, I want to show you guys something. Let's hop back into the IDE. Now remember when we double checked to make sure our bot's privacy settings were enabled?
Oh, he does do that.
This
Okay,
is
good.
why right here. This is what triggers the entire graph to work. This \GLQ is what commands the entire graph. And boom, you get your live update in Telegram. I know, it's nuts. Now don't change this command \GLQ and think that you can get any token in Uniswap. That's simply not how it works. You're gonna have to change a couple more things in order to retrieve the corresponding data to get the given token. And for that, we'll have to save for our next tutorial video on how to retrieve any token from Uniswap using the Telegram bot that we just made. Thanks for watching, guys. This is Baruch here from GraphLink.
Baruch! Yeah, we need to update that video. That is our old interface, but the process hasn't changed. The Telegram bot is still called the same thing, but clearly we need to make a new video for that. So if anyone out there is interested in some bounty money, you know, you could definitely put together a nice video for that if you were so inclined. Maybe I'll do it. I got enough to do though. Well, that was nice. Oh. Sorry. Did not mean to blow your ears out like that. Forgot I had the volume all the way up on that. Yeah, so I mean, I did launch this with the \GraphLink. The bot is off right now. I stopped it. You can see stop requested. But I did actually run this with /GraphLink. And if you look inside of Telegram, you will see that right, so there's the GLQ one that we normally have in there, but I have a second bot in there called /GraphLink, and that did work. So all I did was replace the API key with one of my API keys. You know, another thing too is just sometimes you have to make sure your Telegram bot itself is working. You know, the your API key is not working correctly. Your graph isn't going to run. No matter how hard you try. Well, boys and girls, that's about it for me. The stream is coming up on an hour. I think that's more than enough. If anyone has any questions or anything, feel free to type them in the chat. And if not, there's always the Telegram chat. I'm pretty much in there all the time. Chill with me. Alrighty, well, I'm gonna end that stream here, just under an hour, and I look forward to your questions, comments, and others in the chat. I'm probably gonna take a little break, maybe eat some dinner. It's almost 1900 hours here. Oh, this is my jam right here, this song. I like this. This is a good one to go out on. So, I don't know. Hit me up. I'll be in the chat. Chill with me. So funny. I told you this whole stream is all screwed up. The promo is not even centered on the screen. That's so funny. Anyway, alrighty, I'm out. See y'all soon. Boy.